It's a story only on NBC26. The 10-part documentary Making a Murder has been seen by millions across the country. There have been protests and petitions filed to try and free Stephen Avery and his nephew Brendan Dassey. NBC26 has saved hundreds of hours of unseen tape for more than a decade on this case. Tonight we share more of those tapes with you, including Brendan Dassey's confession that he helped kill Teresa Halbach.
Tell us the whole truth.
It's this tape, a confession from Brendan Dassey, lasting for more than 3 hours, that sealed his fate.
I didn't touch her.
During the interview with investigators, Dassey's story changes.
Was she tied up already? Or did you help him do that?
She was tied up already.
From having no involvement with the murder to telling officers how it happened.
Kind of fill in those gaps for us.
Honesty here, Brendan, is the thing that's going to help you. Okay, no matter what you did, we can work through that. Okay, we can't make any promises, but we'll stand behind you no matter what you did.
Many who watched the confession in the Netflix series feel Dassey was led into his confession by investigators, but Special Prosecutor Ken Kratz disagrees.
We'd received information that he was starting to change emotionally. Brendan was crying, sometimes for no reason. Brendan had lost over 30 pounds. He probably knew more than what he was saying.
Defense attorney Avery Burke, NBC26's legal analyst during the case, says the fact that Dassey was interviewed alone raises many questions.
It was a tremendous risk for Brendan Dassey to be allowed to be interviewed at all, and particularly with no one else present, no attorney present, no family member present, no guardian present.
Burke believes the 16-year-old with special needs wasn't able to understand the consequences of his statements.
He had very limited IQ, very limited mental capacity.
Brendan was able to resist suggestibility, and his IQ has no correlation at all with his willingness to accept suggestibility. It does have a correlation to how good he is at lying, how good he is at weaving a story.
So why did Dassey confess if he had nothing to do with the murder?
I'm your friend right now, but I gotta believe in you, and if I don't believe in you, I can't go to bat for you. Okay, you're nodding. Tell us what happened.
Your mom said you'd be honest with us.
Burke says under interrogation, someone that's easily influenced may tell people what they want to hear to please them.
And it's not unusual that people will confess to things they haven't done.
We already know.
He used you for this.
But Kratz doesn't believe Dassey was forced into anything.
Brendan was telling the truth, that he was involved in both the rape and the murder of Teresa Halbach, and was a very clear recitation of what had happened.
It would lead up to August 2007. Dassey convicted of life in prison with the possibility of parole in 41 years.
I was kind of hoping maybe 20, 25 years, you know. I mean, there wasn't no fingerprints.
NBC26 interviewed family shortly after the verdict.
I guess you have to face the consequences.
So you agree with the judge, basically?
To a certain extent.
Do you think he was involved in this?
I think so. I think he really was, and I think he was coerced by Stephen.
His brother saying he feels Brendan didn't fully comprehend the sentencing.
I don't think he really understands what's going on. I don't think he grasped the concept at all, what really happened.
But Kratz stands firmly behind the video and Dassey's role in the murder.
Brendan Dassey made choices. He could have been a hero. Brendan Dassey could have saved Teresa's life.
Now, Brendan Dassey has a new defense team working on his case. Currently, Dassey has a case pending in federal court, but there's no timetable for a judge's ruling. Coming up tomorrow in our final piece to Avery Uncut, we look at the person many say is missing from the Netflix series, Teresa Halbach. A look at her life and why so many people feel that she should be the focus of this national discussion. Now, for all of our